All right, Grammy noms. They came out, and I'm excited to check them out. I'm a little bit disappointed. Okay, a bit disappointed pretty much every year. But, you know, I'm going into this one feeling a little optimistic, okay? Hopefully there aren't too many snubs. Hopefully there aren't too many albums that are like genuinely bad that get nominated. That happens for at least one or two every year, at least in the album of the year category. But, you know, I'm going into it with an open mind. This is my first reaction to it. I've been avoiding it all day so I could react to it on stream, and we are going to be doing it now, all right? 2022 Grammy noms. Let's check it out. Okay, so first one, general field category, record of the year. Award to the artist and to the producers, recording engineers, and mixers. If you don't know the difference between record of the year and song of the year, record of the year is essentially just the recording of the song. Song of the year is songwriting. So people I know are going to ask me about that. So that's the situation. So they're giving it to I Still Have Faith in You by ABBA. Interesting. Yeah, it's not my favorite stuff from ABBA, the new album. It's all right. I listened to the whole thing. It's not quite up to the standards of their newer stuff, but at the end of the day, it's decent. It's better than what I thought it was going to be. There are a couple songs on it that I like. I guess, you know, might as well be this one. So I think that's definitely a bit of a legacy pick, though, for sure. Okay, Freedom, John Baptiste. Interesting. I Get a Kick Out of You, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. I actually love that. Okay, I do love that choice. I think that the arrangement is great. I think that Tony sounds so good for being in his 90s, and Lady Gaga sounds great on this one too, so I'm happy about that. Peaches, Justin Bieber. Sure. You know, I don't think it's an amazing song, but I think out of anything on that album, Peaches makes the most sense to me, if not Lonely. But I think Peaches is actually a pretty decent song, so not the worst decision ever, I guess. It wouldn't be on my list, but it's pretty decent. Right on Time, Brandi Carlile. Okay, interesting. That's a pretty decent one too. Kiss Me More, Doja Cat featuring SZA. Hey, it's a bop. Pretty much owned the internet for a little bit, especially TikTok. And yeah, it's a nice feel-good song. Definitely one of the better songs off of Planet Herb, Doja Cat's album, and the SZA feature sounds great. So, okay, Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. I'm super happy about this one. Definitely one of the best songs of the year. I did not expect Billie to do something like this, and I think it's brilliant. I think it's really good. I think it's the best song that Billie's ever put out. I wish it was the closer to the album, but as the song, if we're just talking about the song, I think it's amazing. So dynamic, so well done. Finny's killed it on the production side of things. Montero, Call Me By Your Name, another banger. Okay, yes. I love this one. I think it's definitely one of the best pop songs that came out this year in the mainstream. Lil Nas X killed it with this one. I think it's catchy as hell. It is exactly what you'd expect from him. Pretty simple, nothing too complex, but addicting as hell. Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo was an absolute shoo-in. I am not surprised at all. This doesn't have as much to do with lyricism as the song category does. I mean, it is kind of a little bit juvenile songwriting, but she was a teenager when she wrote it, so there's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, Driver's License actually grew on me over a period of time. I think once I actually listened to the album, I realized that Driver's License is one of the best songs on the album. So yeah, I have no problem with that. And Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic, not shocked. Not surprised. I think it's an amazing song. The single, the only one off of the Silk Sonic album that I think was eligible because the Silk Sonic album was pushed back and it was only released recently. Yeah, I'm super happy with that. Overall, it could have gone way worse, right, guys? For record of the year, at least. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So if I were to choose what I think is going to win, I'm going to say I Get a Kick Out of You, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga is going to win. I think that they're going to kind of get the respect for kind of grandfathered an award here. And I think it's a great song. So I have no problem with that. So if I were to guess, I think that Tony Bennett, Lady Gaga, I Get a Kick Out of You is going to win this one. If I had to pick, I'm picking Happier Than Ever. I think that's the best song on this list. And I know that Billie won Record of the Year last year. I don't think that Billie should have won this category last year for sure, but I think she deserves it this year, and I won't have a problem with it if she wins Happier Than Ever. In fact, I'll be actually really happy. All right, let's move on to Album of the Year, the category I care the most about for sure. We Are, John Baptiste. Okay, kind of surprised about that one, but okay. Love for Sale, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Yeah, you know, I'm not surprised about that one either, I guess. I didn't predict this, but it makes sense. It's definitely Tony Bennett's last album. There's no way that he's going to make another one. So I feel like it's a possibility that they give him Album of the Year with Gaga just because of legacy. I don't think they're going to, maybe not album of the year, but we'll see. Justice. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Justice by Justin Bieber, really. You know, I thought it was slightly better than Changes, but not album of the year contender. Holy shit. Especially with all the like weird Martin Luther King samples thrown in there and in the interludes. I don't like the idea of this being nominated. Look at all the people that worked on this. Holy shit. That's crazy. Yeah, unsurprisingly to you guys, I'm not happy about this one. Planet Her, Doja Cat, okay. You know, people think I hate this album because I said it's like definitely one of the most overhyped albums of the year, because I think that it is. I think that there's a pretty long run on this album that just isn't that interesting, especially add the deluxe version in there. It isn't, but it's got some absolute bangers on it, and I like Doja overall, so not too unhappy about this pick, but you know, it wouldn't be my choice for sure. All right, Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Okay, I mean, I don't think it's quite as good as her last album, but the Grammys do love Billie, and this surprised me. I thought it was better than I thought it was going to be. Overall, I was still disappointed because I don't think it was the follow-up I really wanted, but whatever, I guess. Back in my mind, Her, the Grammys love her. They love her. Her. Really like a lot, and this album didn't make a huge impact on me, so I think that's kind of a weird pick. Montero, Lil Nas X, yes, it should be here. It absolutely should be. I have no complaints about that. I think that overall Montero is a pretty good album. I think a lot of the attempts at rock music on this record didn't really pan out, but when Lil Nas is doing what he does best, making catchy pop songs, it works out. And I think overall it's an important album too, so I'm happy about that. Sour, Olivia Rodrigo, not a shocker. Definitely not a shocker. This album took white people by a storm this year, and I get it. I didn't love it as much as a lot of people did. I think it's a really good debut. Most people don't debut this strong. I do think that the album felt a little bit rushed after the success of Driver's License. It sounds like her label was just like, okay. Do that. It did feel a little bit rushed. That's what I have to say about that one. I think that there are a lot of tracks that just really didn't hit for me. I think that has something to do with the rushed process of creating this record. And I think her sophomore album is definitely going to be better. In a weird way, I hope that she doesn't win album of the year this year so we can let her grow. You know, Olivia Rodrigo is really young. She's only 18. Giving her album of the year in her first album, even though I don't think it's that amazing, kind of sets unrealistic expectations for the rest of her career. So I'd love to see where she goes from here. All right, Evermore, Taylor Swift. I had a hot take that this wouldn't be nominated, but again, the Grammys do love them some Taylor. I think Evermore is a pretty good Taylor Swift project. I don't think it's quite as good as Folklore, and I really doubt that they're going to give it to her this year because Folklore won last year. So, whoa. No fucking way. No fucking way. I'm genuinely shocked. I did not think that this would happen. I thought Certified Lover Boy had a bigger chance than Donda. I really did, because the industry isn't the most fond of Kanye right now, you know, with all the red hat wearing and stuff like that he did the past couple years. Dude, Kanye showing up to the Grammys makes me nervous, dude. It makes me nervous. It makes me, what's he gonna do? Oh shit. He said in an interview in that big interview he did, he was just like, well, you know, the Grammys aren't not gonna give Donda album of the year because, you know, who wants to be the person that doesn't give Donda album of the year? I do. Not going to see me giving Donda album of the year. So I am surprised about Donda. I'm surprised about Evermore. Not shocked to see Sour, Montero, Her, Happier Than Ever, Planet Her. I'm not surprised about all those. I'm really surprised to see Justin Bieber on here because Jesus Christ. But, you know, let's celebrate mediocrity, I guess. I thought the Paul McCartney album was going to be on there, but it ended up not being there. I'm sad to not see Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler, the Creator. I thought that would have had a chance in the album of the year category, but unfortunately not. I thought Starting Over, Chris Stapleton might have been on here. I would have loved to see that one there, and I felt like that would have been something the Grammys would have gone for. And out of all of these albums, I'm gonna go Montero. I'm rooting for Lil Nas X on this one, in this category. If it's not Montero, I think it's probably gonna be Sour, but I'm predicting Montero. I think Montero is the best album on this list, actually, which, you know, I wasn't crazy in love with it, but out of the nominees, I think it's the best. All right, cool. Moving on. Song of the year. I predicted this one. Bad Habits. Okay. Bad Habits. Goddamn Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran goes electronic, goes a little EDM with this one, and it just kind of sucks. It sounds like Fortnite dance music. It sounds like Fortnite dance bait. That's what Bad Habits sounds like to me. A Beautiful Noise. Alicia Keys, Brandi Carlile. Okay. Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo. Fight for You, Her. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Kiss Me More, Doja Cat featuring SZA. Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. Montero, Lil Nas X. Peaches, Justin Bieber. Okay. And Right on Time, Brandi Carlile. So here's what I think is going to happen. If Song of the Year goes to Driver's License, I think Record of the Year is going to go to Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. So I might change my prediction there, actually. Song of the Year goes to Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo. Record of the Year goes to Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. That's what I think is going to happen. If I had to choose out of this category, it's either Leave the Door Open or Happier Than Ever for me. I'm rooting for either one of those. Leave the Door Open, Happier Than Ever. Those are the two ones I'd be happy about. But I think Driver's License is probably going to win this category. All right, Best New Artist. This category recognizes an artist whose eligibility year releases achieved a breakthrough into the public consciousness and notably impacted the musical landscape. Okay. Again, Best New Artist is a weird category. It always makes no sense to me. Aruj Aftab, Jimmy Allen, Baby Keem. Cool to see Baby Keem on here. Phineas. Okay. Glass Animals. Glass Animals? Was Gooey not in the public conscious? I feel like it was on the radio all the time. Japanese Breakfast. Let's go, Jay Brecky. Okay. Yes. Japanese Breakfast. That's a massive W. I'm super happy about that. The Kid Leroy, whatever. Arlo Parks. Arlo Parks, dude. I predicted it, but I thought it was a dumb prediction, but it actually happened. That's awesome. Okay. Olivia Rodrigo. Okay. There is no way Olivia Rodrigo is not winning this one. Okay. An artist hasn't had a breakout year like Olivia Rodrigo in a long time. And if I had to pick, Japanese Breakfast all day. I love Arlo Parks too, but I'm definitely going Japanese Breakfast. You know, Phineas maybe, I guess, as a solo artist is in public consciousness, but I don't. Well, what has Phineas done? Baby Keem would be cool too. I would like the Baby Keem pick. I would like that. But I don't know. I feel like Phineas hasn't really made that much of a splash this year. He released an album, but is anyone talking about that album? I don't know. People asked me about it for like 2 days. What do you think of the new Phineas album? And then no one asked me about it since like nobody asked me about it from there on. All right, whatever. But Olivia Rodrigo's definitely winning Best New Artist. And I'm going to say I want Japanese Breakfast to win. But I'd be happy with Baby Keem, Arlo Parks. I'd be okay with either of those. Glass Animals is all right, but they are so not new. Gooey came out in like 2013, 2014, and that song was huge. That's so weird. Best Pop Solo Performance, Anyone, Justin Bieber. Right on Time, Brandi Carlile. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Her vocals are killer on that one. Positions, Ariana Grande. Okay, I'm not surprised that Positions got a nom. I did predict that one. And Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo. I'm gonna say they're gonna give it to either Positions, Ariana Grande, or Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo, but I'm gonna predict Positions only because I think Song of the Year is going to go to Driver's License by Olivia. But I'm going to predict Positions, and I want Happier Than Ever to win. Okay, Best Pop Duo / Group Performance. I Got a Kick Out of You, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Lonely, Justin Bieber and Benny Blanco. Butter, BTS. Higher Power, Coldplay. Kiss Me More, Doja Cat featuring SZA. My pick out of these is probably Kiss Me More, Doja Cat featuring SZA. And I think that I Get a Kick Out of You, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga is going to win, or Kiss Me More, Doja Cat featuring SZA. I think it's one of those two. You know, just to make it easy, I'm going to predict Kiss Me More, and I want Kiss Me More to win too. Okay, Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. Love for Sale, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Till We Meet Again, Norah Jones, Tori Kelly. Okay, there's no way that Love for Sale isn't going to win. Love for Sale, Tony Bennett, Lady Gaga, definitely. I think that's a shoo-in. Okay, Best Pop Vocal Album. Justice, Justin Bieber. Jesus Christ, Planet Her, Doja Cat. Okay. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Okay. Positions, Ariana Grande. No, it's like the worst Ariana album in a while. It's definitely in the bottom half of her discography, if not her worst album, actually. Sour, Olivia Rodrigo. Okay, damn, I do not really love any of these albums on this list. I guess I'm gonna predict Sour. It's either Sour or Planet Her, I think. And I guess I don't really want any of these albums to win. You know, I do like Doja though, so I'm gonna go Billie, I guess. I do like Doja, but yeah, I think I'm actually going to go Billie. I guess that's what I want to win. I want Happier Than Ever to win. That's definitely the album I like most out of all of these. I'm surprised Montero isn't on here. But yeah, Happier Than Ever, I guess, is what I want to win. I'd be okay with Doja Cat, and I would be okay with Olivia Rodrigo too. All right, this is gonna be an interesting one. Dance electronic music. Hero, Afrojack, David Guetta, Loom, Olafur Arnells featuring Bonobo. That's super cool. Before James Blake, Heartbreak, Bonobo. Okay, 2 Bonobo tracks. Interesting. You Can Do It, Caribou. I do love Caribou. Alive, Roots of the Soul, The Business, Tiesto. I'm a big Olafur Arnells fan, so I just want to see Olafur Arnells win, and I do like Bonobo too, so that's cool. Okay, best dance electronic music album. Black Coffee, Subconsciously. Fallen Embers, Millennium. Interesting. Music is the Weapon, Major Lazer. Shockwave, Marshmallow. That's an eye roller. Free Love, Sylvan Esso. I didn't even know they came out with an album this year. Must have went under my radar. Judgment, Tense. Really? No Nurture? No Nurture, Porter Robinson. Jesus Christ. Didn't he get nominated for Virtual Self? And he didn't get nominated for Nurture? That is the biggest snub so far. What? All right, best rock performance. Shot in the Dark, AC/DC. Know You Better, Black Pumas. Nothing Compares to You, Chris Cornell. I love Chris Cornell. Deftones, Making a Fire. I mean, I heard this Chris Cornell song. I'm not in love with it, but I do love Chris Cornell. And Black Pumas, I'm just kind of whatever on most of the time. Deftones is cool. Do like some Deftones. I honestly really don't care about this category that much. All right, best metal performance. Genesis, Deftones. The Alien, Dream Theater. Amazonia, Gojira. Mastodon, Pushing the Tides, Rob Zombie. Yeah, just, give it to Deftones or Dream Theater. All right, best rock song. All My Favorite Songs, Weezer. I love that song. I think that's a great one. The Bandit, Kings of Leon. Isn't that the album they put out as like an NFT? I never heard it. Distance, Wolfgang Van Halen. Find My Way, Paul McCartney. Waiting on a War, Foo Fighters. Okay, yeah, I mean, let's just give it to Weezer. All My Favorite Songs, banger of a track. Okay, best rock album. Power Up, AC/DC, Jesus Christ. Capital Cuts, Black Pumas. Okay. No One Sings Like You Anymore. Volume 1, Chris Cornell. Medicine at Night, Foo Fighters. Paul McCartney 3. Fuck it. I mean, just give it to McCartney 3, I guess. Just give it to McCartney 3. Okay, Paul McCartney, fine. I actually really did enjoy that. I liked the features on it, so give it to McCartney. Alternative, best alternative music album. Sure, Fleet Foxes. That's actually a huge W. If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. Okay, the first part of that album was pretty decent. Jubilee, Japanese Breakfast. Fuck yeah, that's a W. Collapsed in Sunbeams, Arlo Parks. Daddy's Home. This is the best category. This is the best category so far. Oh my god. I mean, get Halsey out of here. I couldn't care less about that Halsey album, honestly. Especially I was looking forward to it. I mean, the only thing that I would like about that is like giving Trent Reznor a Grammy. That'd be cool. Okay, I'm going either... Jesus, I actually really did love Shore by Fleet Foxes. I think that was a really good album. I think it was in my top 10 of 2020. You know what? I want Japanese Breakfast to win, though. I want Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast. That's what I want. That's my pick. And I'm going to say they're going to give it to Daddy's Home by St. Vincent. And I'd be okay with that, too. I actually really liked the Daddy's Home as well. So, yeah, Daddy's Home, St. Vincent, I think is the pick. I would love Jubilee to win, but I'd be super happy if St. Vincent won, too. Okay, best R&B performance. Lost You, Peaches, Justin Bieber, Jesus. He gets carried so hard on that song by Daniel Caesar and Giveon. Damage, Her, Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic, Pick Up Your Feelings. Give it to Pick Up Your Feelings. Such a good song. One of the best R&B songs of the year. Love it. Love that song. It's so good. Jasmine Sullivan stays underrated. Give it to Jasmine, please. I think they're probably going to give it to Leave the Door Open, which I'd be happy with too. But I would be ecstatic if they give it to Jasmine. Pick Up Your Feelings. That's my pick. Best traditional R&B performance. Jean Baptiste, BJ the Chicago Kid, Leon Bridges, Fight For You, Her. Oh, that'd be cool if a song featuring Yebba, Lucky Day featuring Yebba, won that one. But I'm not super attached to this category. All right, so best R&B song, Damage, Her, Good Days, SZA. I didn't know that was actually Jacob Collier worked on that one, but I guess it makes sense. Heartbreak, Anniversary, Giveon, Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic, Pick Up Your Feelings, Jasmine Sullivan. Give it to Jasmine Sullivan. Again, I want Jasmine to win. I think that song is really, really great. And Leave the Door Open, I'd be happy with too. Again, I think that Silk Sonic is going to walk away with a few Grammys. Good Days by SZA, I would never have a problem with that one either. Honestly, I wouldn't have a problem with Giveon winning either. So overall, pretty decent category because I wouldn't be really mad about really anything, but I really do want Jasmine Sullivan to take that one home. Best progressive R&B album, whatever that means. New Light, Eric Bellinger, Something to Say, Corey Henry, Mood Valiant, Hiatus Coyote, that's definitely my pick. Table for Two, Lucky Day, Dinner Party, Dessert, Terrace Martin, Studying Abroad, Extended Stay, Masego, Mood Valiant. Hiatus Coyote. That's what I want. And sure, I guess that's my prediction too. All right, best R&B album. Snow Allegra. Temporary Highs in the Violet Skies. We Are. John Baptiste. Gold Digger Sound. Leon Bridges. Back of My Mind, Her, Hotels, Jasmine Sullivan. Give it to Jasmine. Give it to Jasmine, please. But it's probably going to her. They always pick her. they love her. So Back of My Mind, Her. That's probably what is going to win. Best rap performance, Family Ties, Baby Keem featuring Kendrick Lamar. Love that pick. Up, Cardi B. I think that's a banger, so I don't have a problem with that either. My Life, J. Cole featuring 21 Savage and Murray. Definitely one of my favorites off of the J. Cole album. This is a good category. Way Too Sexy. Oh, God. I spoke too soon. Way Too Sexy. Drake, Future, and Young Thug. That one's not for me. Thought Shit, Megan Thee Stallion. I want Family Ties, Baby Keem featuring Kendrick to win. That song has grown on me like crazy. I love what Baby Keem does on it. I love how he matches Kendrick in terms of quality. Like, they both kill it. And yeah, I want Family Ties. But My Life, I wouldn't have a problem with either. But yeah, I think I'm going Baby Keem. Best melodic rap performance. Pride is the Devil. J. Cole featuring Lil Baby. Need to Know. I think Lil Baby's feature on that is actually crazy. And I'm not the biggest Lil Baby fan. Need to Know. Doja Cat. Not my favorite off the album, but okay. Industry Baby. Lil Nas X featuring Jack Harlow. Okay, that's a banger. What's Your Name? Tyler, the Creator featuring Young Boy, Ty Dolla $ign, and Hurricane. Kanye West featuring The Weeknd and Lil Baby. I'm going What's Your Name? I'd be okay with Industry Baby too. I think Pride is the Devil actually works really well. I think that Lil Baby does an amazing job on that one. And Hurricane is one of the best songs off of Donda too. So I'd be happy with a lot of the songs on this category. And even if Doja won, it's not my favorite song in this list, but I wouldn't be mad at it. So overall, this is like a pretty good category. There's not a song on this one that I don't like. All right, best rap song though. Bath Salt's DMX, may rest in peace. Best Friend, Saweetie featuring Doja Cat, that slaps. Family Ties, Baby Keem featuring Kendrick Lamar, love that one. Okay, Jail, Kanye West featuring Jay-Z. My Life, J. Cole featuring 21 Savage. I'm gonna guess Family Ties, and I'm gonna choose Family Ties. I wouldn't be surprised about Jail either, but it's between Jail and Family Ties, I think, is what the Grammys are gonna go for, but I'm gonna go Family Ties. Best rap album, okay, this is a big one. The Off-Season, J. Cole. Certified Lover Boy, Drake. Nas, King's Disease 2. Okay, King's Disease 1 is won this category last year. Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler, the Creator, and Donda. Kanye West. This is a stacked category. Holy. This category is stacked as hell. Oh my God. First, I'll say what I don't want to win. I do not want CLB to win this category. The other albums on this list, I all like. I like all of these albums. I'd say if I had to rank them on this list, I would do CLB at the bottom, then Donda, then King's Disease 2, then The Off-Season, then Call Me If You Get Lost, probably. I think that's what I would go for. Honestly, it's a toss-up between King's Disease 2 and The Off-Season, but I want Call Me If You Get Lost to win. Here's what I will say. I do not want Donda by Kanye West to win, for petty reasons as well. I mean, one, I don't think it's that great of an album, but two, I just don't want Kanye fans to have the satisfaction. I don't. I really don't. I don't want them yelling at me that Donda's the best album of the year all year, and then the Grammys validate that. I don't want it. All right, best country solo performance. I don't really care. I really don't want Camera Roll to win. I think that's one of the worst Casey Musgrave songs I've heard. But You Should Probably Leave, Chris Stapleton. I do want Chris Stapleton to win this one. Just give Chris Stapleton all the country awards, whatever. Producer of the Year, non-classical. Jack Antonoff working on St. Vincent, Taylor Swift, Claro, Lord, Lana Del Rey, Bleachers, Rosette, Shania, Kali Uchis, Doja Cat, Mike Elizondo, Glow On, Turnstile, oh my God, hell yeah. Good Day, 21 Pilots, Life by Misadventure, Rag and Bone, Mercy Jonas Brothers, Mulberry Street, 21 Pilots. I do love Glow On, Turnstile, so that's dope, but I did not like the 21 Pilots album. All right, Hit Boy, King's Disease 2, Judas and the Black Messiah, cool. Ricky Reed, cool. So if I had to choose between any of these, I would actually do Jack Antonoff, because has he won one of these yet? Just give it to Jack. He had a great year. I mean, besides Solar Power, I think Chemtrails is a pretty good album. I think St. Vincent's Daddy's Home, St. Vincent is good. I think Gold Rush is a good track. I think Sling is an amazing album. Okay. I think that's everything, guys. So, final thoughts on all of this. I think that this is a pretty decent year for, you know, the lack of catastrophic fuck ups. There were a shocking amount of categories that I actually liked all of the songs that were nominated in that category. So in that sense, I'm happy. Okay. In that sense, I'm happy because usually there is at least one album that I hate in like pretty much every single category, or one album that I really don't think belongs there in pretty much every category. So overall, I'm decently pleased. Obviously, this is going to be very different. The albums that are nominated here and the albums that I'm happy about are going to be very different than what's at the top of my list at my end of the year list. I would obviously have Nurture here. That is like the craziest snub I think on this list, is that Nurture wasn't even nominated, or Porter wasn't nominated for anything. I'm upset about Little Sims being nominated for anything. I am happy about Jubilee, Japanese Breakfast. That's cool. Floating Points not being nominated for anything is a little bit upsetting to me, but I wouldn't have expected that one.